That said, Paris, it's all on you. Let your voices echo throughout the history books. Light this all up. Let's give these teams some energy. Let me hear you roar!
Head into the first match of the final day here in EWC at PMWC. From Jadena City up to Nanshuan. We're getting it kicked off here for PUBG Mobile. A lot of money on the line right now. Only a few teams can hit it. 4 teams past the triple digits. It is really not that far away to hit the smash point, which is currently set at 122.
A lot riding on this one. We were talking about those middle of the pack teams, opportunities for you to leapfrog up the standings. Rondo is the dream battleground for it. A hell of a starting point. Really make the most of this one. Aim for that chicken dinner. And if possible, take down the teams that are ahead of you along the way. That's going to be a salient talking point longer the day goes on as well. If they're in the smash zone, you've got to stop them. Risk it all or have your dreams snatched away.
Nongchin Red Force, E-Arena, both dropping out in the same position. We do have big old hot drop over towards Neox. Every team of those points right now. Ida already starting alongside with Aura. It's going back and forth, but S2G also finding some points here. A couple knocks coming their way. But 2 eliminations so far and only lost down. This is a good result thus far for S2G. The 2 Turkish squads going head to head here.
Catch, trying to catch back up close and personal. Ooh, Kamikaze with the quick drop down. Subverts expectations on the pull. Love the movement, ready for the pre-fire as well. Oh, he's feeling himself in the finals today, Blank.
Ooh, just absolutely flubbed it around that corner there. Didn't really have much of a challenge. The faux pas coming through from Kedge. Kamikaze, though, looking on fire as per usual. Picture in picture, we got Aurora coming against Godlike. Aurora not that far behind either to hit that smash ruling. Eren down, and Kamikaze keeps lighting up this stage.
He's been a real meme machine of the competition. Great story for him as an individual with some of the plays he's been making. But like you touched on, we saw it down in the bottom left. Now we get it full screen. This is Aurora. They've had some good moves. Got to keep it consistent. That's the name of the game. Don't let things poison the well the longer today goes on. Furia showing up in the Elim feed in a fight versus Ida as well. And we go over to E-Arena, clashing up close towards Flash. Tourniquet overwhelmed after getting one off with a pump, but he's got backline protection. Well, not for long. That's the flick back up. Recover it, Blank.
Absolutely. Seems this way. Only 3 players here, as per usual, as we know. From Rondo, usually have a 3-man send out, and 1 player will be the backup on the res, and that is Bo Z right now for Flash. Admino moves in, Reefus is down straight away. Some good shots off right there, leaving Aurora in a bit of a pickle. Only 2 players alive. They're over towards the north side of test track, but a good showing there from Godlike. IQ inside the building as Hyunbin gets sniped out by the M24 from AKOP at range.
It's a beautiful shot. Nongchin wanted to first onto this a little bit further though. Tizzy just playing on the lip of the window here. T24 down outside, IQ trying to play off his info, bait around here just towards the other side. He's got back up in Falak. Oh, good pre-fire, expected to peek. That one's going to do a little bit of chip damage, but he wants the whole hog. Charges back in, door closed, spams around, upsets Falak on the peak, but the response comes back over from IQ, charging him down with the SMG.
Honestly, for Tizzy there, he's working no vest, no helmet, playing like he has got all the armor in the world. That's 12K, 6 bullets! Can't quite handle the jump out there. Tried to go for the drop shot on that one. So easy, is good to go though. Gets the players back up and in position. But this is all the way over towards right and right on the north side of the map. So a bit of a journey to go. OG also popping off over towards the likes of Alula. We take a fair bit of damage there, but Tizzy's back in. Function Red Force, good to continue. E-Arena though, good start for them. We know that they like to flex out around Stadium, get themselves some eliminations where they can already start off in a good way over towards Flash. Those 3 points are further towards that Smash rule. We have seen multiple times in International before, when we get to those finals, teams can't quite make it to get into that region of Smash point on the second match. They got to be lucky. And if you want to be lucky at home, you got to join for PMWC.
And it may be lucky for those of you at home, but it's been good decision-making and some great gunplay for OG that's made the difference coming into the early fight here versus Alula and Ida, farming themselves up to 6 elims. That's what we're talking about for all these teams. You've got to have a big performance here. But none other are beating out 4 Thrives with the 7 they've been able to farm up after shutting down, of course, Nongshim Red Force in the cheeky plays we were seeing through the windows. 4 Thrives, bro. If they can keep this up, get that nice hot hand going early, Blank, you're already about halfway there, man. Just keep working on this, keep farming up the elims. We've got a long game ahead of us. We're only 6 minutes into this game 1 on Rondo. It'd be the dream scenario to start the day. Climb as high as you can.
The Arena moving over towards Furia. They are isolated. Silence away. Ayala opens up in a big way there over towards Schweppes. Takes him down almost immediately, and that does make their lives much, much easier. Going forward, TourneyK will ascend. Bullets been splashed against the wall there. Ayala sends down, Pen pulled. Ayala's going to make it confusing, make it difficult. Pen's put back in again. 2 players do step up to the plate now for Furia. The reinforcements are in. Isolated no more. Joker and TourneyK will have to fight for their lives.
Close quarters combat. Nay pulled, bounced round. Not going to deal any damage though onto the Furious squad. They know how to play in these sort of lobbies with this much pressure, with Smash looming over them. They can dig their heels in deep and start to stand strong, but it's one step at a time, and E-Arena are the first challenge for them right now. It's Godlike that are also just on the periphery of this, getting information for free with all the noise that's being exchanged between the 2 squads. Chief further back on the other side of the bollards, throwing the nades in as well.
Kind of an interesting setup here, because they've got a big old split on over towards Testract and Neox. Very dangerous area to be in. So again, for E-Arena, you do have Schweppes as well as Mormon in the backlines in Stadium. They're waiting, poised, because they're sort of certain this fight is not going to go well. Require a bit of a sick play. It's a couple of plays from TourneyK and Joker to get this working.
TourneyK, he's just been arming that nade, waiting for an opportunity to get the most out of it. Yeah, quick head count on the util. He's only got 2 nades and the 1 Molotov in the back pocket. Furia starting to clear out the building. They want to go floor by floor, but they run into Joker. Good first hit. They respond back in kind. A 1-for-1 trade. And TourneyK
nice
with a nade. That's one of the 2 thrown out. It was a good primer, but no direct connection. He's going to be baited down as well. Could be stung from the back here. Oh, the bounce is big. Turn around as well. So close, Blank, but couldn't hit it.
So close. You can feel in that moment there was almost a clutch potential. Luckily for E-Arena, they can move back over towards Stadium, move back into the circle, but what a long journey it's going to be to get over towards Lo Hua Sing on the eastern side. 4 Thrives though, you're right, man. What they've been doing so far is good. Kalash just talked about it earlier, wants them to be a bit more aggressive on those entries, lurking around the outside edges a little bit too much when they have the gumption, they have the capability to play those central positions. But for E-Arena, I think they were just gambling with the points there. If they get the full 4-man flush, then massive addition to their points tally. Still, getting those 10 points isn't always easy. Doesn't always come on that first game. Nongshim coming in from that north side. S2G do have a player down back up again, but Nongshim with a pretty decent injection on that northern side gives them a lot of maneuverability, a lot of capability to actually gatekeep on the northern edge if they so wish. Maintain control of some of that higher ground, some of those roads that teams will want to cross back into.
And it's almost poetic. It's been twice inside of this game. We've seen STG and Ulf going against each other. Ulf coming into it to start the day here. They were in 8th place. I believe 61 eliminations over the course of the finals. Up to that point, they were in a pretty good form when it came to fighting. They've just got to maintain that pressure. 2 elims here. We've got the rotate coming over from Aurora. Furia out of the mix early though, Blank. And that's not what we expected to see.
Godlike though, 10 eliminations. You can only imagine that full squad wipe over towards Fury came through from Godlike with a small assist from 4thRize. Yeah, Godlike certainly trying to put their name on the map today, but it feels a little late for them. At 67 points, they can earn those big rankings today. Grab some more cash on board, a bit more pride for the country as well. Overall, really big step up in that last day, which is why I was saying on day one, you got to give these boys time. It's their first time at an international here at PMWC, so realistically, they just needed a little bit of acclimation, essentially. And once that was done, they looked pretty damn good going in towards the later portions of yesterday and already starting out strong here on the first game of the day. Circle continues to center up around Mayran. S2G controlling it at this point. And that veteran mindset is really coming into play here, where he's seen a lot of these circles before. He's seen a lot of these rotates, and he can really lead the team to victory. Yeah, some of the gun skill maybe isn't there for this guy, but he's still giving it gas when needs be. I think Soulcake's had a great step up, considering the amount of time he's been in this esport.
You've got a lot of talent on that roster. You can pass the baton too if you need to rely on someone for a sick play mechanically as well. So certainly armed for some good fights. Talking of which, Aurora getting line of sight over onto the Vitality migration as they wanted to make a move straight past. Few shots on target, resulting in them going down to a 3-man squadron. And it's horaa that also have a similar flight path back over towards the zone. I'm curious as well, bro, the push down from Nonshin Red Force, thunder-footed their way into the zone early. I was saying the consistency of this team looked good, but it's the fact they've turned on this aggression. They're willing to fight for a good position now, Blank.
I mean, playing over towards the northeast side of Mayran, I mean, it's a bold maneuver, right? You don't try and play to hold out teams on the outer edge, but they don't get themselves too stuck into Mayran either. But they have accessibility to the rest of the zone. But this is a livable position in what is a bit of a dastardly circle. Now, E-Arena, we saw them coming in very late. They played over towards Stadium for a long time. Go over the recuperate after 2 players in Tony K, as well as Joker went down to the Fury a lot. Just on the heels, though, of OG.
Mormon's going to jump out. He loves a scrap. In the meantime, the Elim feed's lighting up and the crowd's getting excited because Godlike, it looked like it was a struggle of a fight versus Ida, but they've turned it right around. They lose 1 player and are able to Ida, the second team to exit stage left in our opening game of Rondo. Whilst E-Arena continue to chase OG.
Keeping it pretty cool here inside of E-Arena. Smash ruling always changes how these teams play. So crazy as well. Godlike's just hit the 14th elimination on this game. They are cracking it open at the moment. Looks great to see. But yeah, for E-Arena, I do think you're getting ahead sometimes, where for this game, for them, doesn't matter so much about getting ginormous points, but what does matter is just getting enough so you open up the capability throughout the rest of the day to hit that smash. But you can get in your head about it. You absolutely can. Soka moves over towards the western side. Nongshim is extremely pleased with this shift, as they were already in Meiran, as we stated earlier. E-Arena was a little bit slow to the punch. Vitality finds the first here in top, but Axel will go down once again. Aurora has been hounding Vitality the entire game.
No punches pulled there. Clean uppercuts. And with Vitality out, they'll be able to save their mate, get top back on his feet, recover from this. They saw the rotation from Horaa, hard committing to get past them, now trying to get into the zone themselves. Meanwhile, Nongshim Red Force actually getting vision of their entry point, and they've instantly dispatched two of the players. They're pincered as well, Velula on the other side. So this is a ton of info for Nongshim and some extra points.
Look at this shot from Doc. Really, really good stuff. Double spray down on the roll-up is crazy, even before they get anywhere close to the compound itself. And not a single dash of damage sent back his way. Holding the backside on that southern edge. S2G blasting bullets in as Alula holds back Flash over towards the water side. Eren out in the open, waits for the reload to come through and then makes the cross. Good timing on that one.
These two sides hounding each other the entire time on Rondo. Feels like they're mirroring each other. Ooh, orangutan from the side. Orangutan from the side getting a look in as well. Soke feels that one. Gotta drop off. Meanwhile, the team with a whole load of elims and Godlike wrapping down potentially to get a bit of a scout over towards the setup from E-Arena, Blank.
E-Arena would be really bad to go out right now. And I can actually tell that E-Arena is playing fairly passive because they didn't take the opportunity, despite being ahead of OG, to hit Meiran hard. OG's actually been able to take up that position. E-Arena, they want to live this game out. They are really giving a lot of teams liberties right now just to survive. One knock goes back over towards Godlike's way. They will reassess, but it's not carnage just yet.
No, it's not, but it is a little bit of a crowbar that's been dashed at them, slowing them down on their potential aggressive play. That was from 4Fribes as well, by the way. And yeah, we're hyping up the Godlike maneuvers, but they're currently sat on 11 elims themselves. And if they can vie for control of a decent position off the back of this skirmish inside, hey, maybe 4Fribes are coming alive early.
What's great for 4Fribes, right? In PMGO Season 1, they were sort of the back seat because they came in with Smash Point very early on the first day. And I think that pressure got to them a little bit. It went all the way to match 6. They weren't able to put a lot of points, but they managed to make it through. The Arena, though, sending over. Joker does need to reinforce those backlines. Good shots from Schweppes, but immediately it's taken down by Huzaifa. At distance, Manya up to the rock, but realizes he's got to push back off this one. Tony K, full broadside here. Manya should be able to pick up this flush. Good nade again, though. Now just S-Power. A lot to do, but this is the man to do it.
He's the clutch factor. Oh, saved by the bell on the nade. So low. Able to keep his head above water for a few more seconds.
Good bounce back.
Squad
oh my God.
bounces over, shuts down S-Power. Salme out. Adamino, the only one left now. That deployable cover barely keeping him alive.
3 players up still for E-Arena, looking to get further into this game. Admino might be able to go for the res if he goes for it now. I think they're going to sweep round in the vehicle, try and figure out what's going on back there. S-Power still down, knocked. Schweppes moves up, goes for the drive-by, has the information, and that is Godlike out. So a good refresh on the gear, at least for E-Arena. Some more nades available, more ammo. They could swing back down towards that compound on the south side they held earlier on, because this is a hard south shift away from Meiran. E-Arena getting thrown a bone here, but still they have 3 players. They are not at full force. Let's see how they play this out.
In the midst of this, that elongated battle that's gone on the whole map here between S2G and Olf continues, edge guarding them coming out of the blue and keeping shots on target. It's worked out slightly worse for Ulf, down to a duo, but we do say goodbye to Solke on S2G, so a triple threat remains there. There was some fighting over from Nonshin onto OG inside Mehran as well.
A couple of shots, but the vehicle is very low HP, smoking now and on fire. They have to get out, but they're just about in the zone. Same can't be said for Ulf there, but Alula's going to continue to put the hurt on. Enigma Galaxy wanted to move around on that eastern side, see what they could pick up, but all those points have been dashed away. Still a 5-pointer on the game with the 3 players Enigma Galaxy hold. They're on the other side to E-Arena. I like this though, actually. They've got Joker as well as Schweppes playing the northwest edge whilst Mormon holds down the compound. They're looking for exit frags here, Jackie.
See the conversations there between S2G. It's an intense day. Got to clear the bag instantly off the back of a game 1 like that. Mormon did set himself up just as you suspected early, and then have played a little bit more of a scouting play to keep themselves at least aware of what's occurring up between the setup of 4-5s and OG. There's been a lot of noise, a lot of free info from that.
Don't mind this too much. Just trying to create a little bit of a dip to play around as players will attempt to leave from Mehran. That's OG on the north side. Likely first to leave. It's a gamble play, but they know they're close now. They know they're close. As soon as they start getting into those placement points, they get a couple more eliminations. They're set. Their goal in this game was far easier than most. Not looking for that chicken dinner. Man, back up into Mehran. Goodness me, we went back down south, back up north, and now Schweppes has got to go pick up Mormon. Plays up by the roadside. Not definite this ends in the urban area. Enigma Galaxy might want to make a send soon. OG loses 1 on a knock. Not flushed though. The 4th rise looking fantastic right now this game. 11 eliminations. Holding a strong 2-2 split inside of Mehran, controlling both the run out from OG and scouting towards Nongshim.
For an opportunity to actually shoot some bullets their way. That was the call for it. No raw connection from this. He'll spot Satan on the rotate with the vehicle as well. Still debating if he can actually get some pot shots here, trusting in his source from distance. And this is also amongst the Lula that are pushing up onto 4-5s. They knew they were fighting OG. They took a few pot shots, but now Quick's trying to take at least a little bit more aggressive space off them.
I think we're going to see in a struggle position, and E-Arena can play this very slow here. They don't have to peek too much. Ralph already down there. Should go down to the play zone. Enigma Galaxy is going to try and go for that southern push on this one. Like you said, Schweppes identified their position very early. The shots are coming through. They don't want these points to be stolen from the players inside of Mehran. Schweppes opens up, but looks like those points might be going another way. Nongshim getting some great damage, just playing into that engagement between Alula as well as Flash there. There'll be longer nades on this one though, Jackie.
Decent chuck. That one might be good. Bounces into the back. It's chip damage, but no conversion. Ooh, bursting just in front of Satan. They've got 1 smoke to try and pop. Hey, this is dastardly. You are trapped in a hellish position whilst the other squads are scrapping through each other, so the lobby's starting to thin here.
It's tempting for E-Arena just to push this. Getting in towards 6th place, right? Very close to that point with 2 eliminations. You could just sack your game here to go for it. Joker's going to try and get a different angle on this one, move up over towards Mormon. Some more emphasis over towards Mehran. We go a little bit further south here. The game actually does open up for E-Arena mainly. 4th rise also have a good capability of leaving from this area. I wonder how many vehicles they've still got left with the tires in play. Yasa will take down Bozy, and that's the end of Flash. I mean, Nongshim Red Force has been consistently peppering that engagement, but it is Alula who's got away with the majority of the points on that one with 11. Yeah,
There's been a lot of harassment of all of these squads from Nongxin and 4-5s, consistently taking pot shots out, making the fights more uncomfortable for either team involved. For E-Arena, if Nongxin actually keep this up in terms of a safe placement in the zone, some big plays, you might need to shut them down. Going to pull slightly away from their setup, though, centering up around the 4-5s crew of E-Arena, knowing they can advance a little bit on this.
Yeah, it's a big opportunity now for 4-5s going forward. Get a chicken dinner here. You set yourselves up to get potentially into Smash ruling by match 2, by the end of match 2. Very cool to see both E-Arena and Nongxin Red Force. None of it was small talk at the start of the day. They were certainly looking to make it very, putting the worry on requiring teams to keep tabs on them, but put them down to keep their tournament alive. Because as soon as they smash, the game's finished. Game's finished. There's no longer any more opportunity to rectify those mistakes from previous days. You will just be locked in where you currently stand. Which is why it's such great news that 4-5s are having such a big pop-off here.
They're bringing the heat, showing that they're handy with the steal. And for Alula, try as they might to absorb points from this lobby, they're so far down that it's been uncomfortable.
What happened there?
I mean, it was danger close, mate. He got one knock onto OG, but it took down a member amongst the commotion for 4-5s.
T24 netting out for Lack, like you say, a bit of an accidental play there, but not the one you want to see. You always praise Falak's gunplay. Basically a legend in close quarters, so to lose him in an urban finish, disastrous result here. Hyunbin, though, will find R3B. To send a nade over the top immediately to confirm. Is that in the window? I was going to say, that is a long lob on that one. By this time, it's a bit more difficult to hit that one. But OG lose WizGod. He's getting picked up, though, off in the distance as OG moves in, but it's Joke from the sidelines actually finding Aru. They're consistently harassing from this outside edge. Played that compound down towards the south side, and then just playing off this ridge side around the road, but ooh, it is time to leave now.
Gonna have to force the issue, jump back behind the driving wheel and get into the zone. For OG, it's so uncomfortable because you are just being completely cut off from all angles. The back line's covered by E-Arena, nades from the front in from 4-5s. They cannot peek in any regard. He's going in crazy. Okay, into the building. 4-5s ready for it. As Zypher strikes first. Sweeps under the rug. Goodbye, good night. T24 with the nade from the top. He sees Joker, but it's Lord that steals it from Nigma Galaxy. Nade over onto WizGod in the meantime, as well as Yasha falls to Hyunbin. It's all turning into carnage.
More man. I think it's one more placing they need on this one, Jackie, as well. One more elimination would also do the trick. They want to get themselves up towards 5th place, but it would be so awful to go into match 2 1 point away from Smash ruling. Does not have a position to play, though. Everyone's completely looking his way. Might have been better to hedge his bets down towards Nigma Galaxy and just try and take a one-on-one trade. Just wonder if they actually know how many points they've currently garnered on this game and how close it gets them. You'd expect them to, right?
And honestly, for 4-5s, this probably works out in a way with that charge in.
Oh,
mate, the nade on Mormon. Okay, goodbye, you.
Oh, they're on it. They're on it. So it was. 6th place is fine. We're good.
Whew. They're safe for now. That's what they needed. And with Schweppes charging into that compound, he gave them some extra ammunition. They were having to make concessions, Blank. You can see about 80 rounds of 5.56 left for them. So they've been able to reset. They got loads of ammo to spray with. Shots down on target from XCY. Hits onto another man. OG, you have just been trapped, taking punch after punch for so long. They're punch drunk in the back line.
For Nongxin Red Force is where all the storylines converge. chicken dinner would be ideal, but a few more eliminations and a second place would get them in towards that position. A pitched battle between Nongshim Red Force as well as E-Arena going straight into match 2. Good nade over the top of the door here for them to move in. Hazaifa leaning onto this one. AKO piece down, leaving just WizGod. Goodness me, Enigma Galaxy still going, and it's Lord of all people. Oh, finally taken out, but top 3 now. Nongshim Red Force ever closer to a chicken dinner and set themselves up alongside with E-Arena at the top.
The solo savagery was nice to watch, but now it all goes down to the 2 squads that were in a prime position on Rondo for so long. The duo of 4 Fribes versus the full force of Nongshim. They charge up onto the compound. T24 topside. Hazaifa rearming himself. Shotgun to play with if they come charging through the door. So easy. Dashes the nade onto the lower levels. Wants to ascend up. Nade in. Masking some of the sound. So easy could peek this. Looking for the third angle. Just through the window. Catches him. Pin back. He's got a heal.
XZY, got to be a good nade through the window. Good damage off the back of that one. The burst is lovely. The play zone will take down Hazaifa. And Nongshim Red Force start the day off with a chicken dinner. Can they grab another after this to close down the entire tournament? They've got Red Force, they've got Daka. This team looks good.
Nongshim have seen red, and the aggression has come out when it's needed. Fighting harder, pulling out huge eliminations on Rondo, and still playing so consistent with their setups.
I mean, a technical back-to-back as well from yesterday. Last Miramar into first Rondo. Nongshim is just a different beast coming into these last 2 days of fight. Such a long 8-game day set into day 3. You're in the finals. It's getting nerve-wracking. You just open with a chicken dinner. These guys must be so confident.
They don't look rattled. They don't look bothered whatsoever by the sheer. We know there's going to be a new champion, and Nongshim are eyeing up that trophy. They want it branded with their organization, their legacy. And if they keep this up, Lang, there is a decent chance they damn well do it.
Just fantastic stuff. Good to see Enigma guys as well. Lord stepping up right at the end there. 4 Thrives also making some more aggressive plays, which is great to see. They had some familiar faces. I think E-Arena panicked a little bit, but they just about made it right at the end there. Losing for lack for 4 Thrives was a fairly big deal, but OG also getting in towards a late game. Aru making some good calls that match. I think Enigma Galaxy also was very resilient that game to get where they did from where they were playing, so difficult, and then Lord able to sneak his way in.
Oh man, you were bigging up Lord earlier into the tournament, right? Saying it's the fact that you've got Coops and Lord. That sort of collective in unison that's doing so much for this team. And again, there, in a situation where it felt like you were out, Lord goes off with the solo shenanigans. Oh yeah.
Hey, do you know what that is?
He's got the Brandon on the go, mate.
That is the stamp to get into the Winners Club. Nongshim fighting. We'll be back soon.
Hi everyone, I'm Rick, producer of PUBG Mobile. For the past 8 years, PUBG Mobile has continued to grow together with players around the world. And even today, we are still fully committed to this battleground. We are continuing to invest more resources, improve the experience, and bring PUBG Mobile to more players in more ways. Today, I'm excited to share something important with you. New app, PUBG Mobile Lite. For us, PUBG Mobile Lite is not about making a smaller game with a smaller experience. It's about maintaining the high-quality PUBG Mobile standard while giving players a lighter and more accessible way to play. We know that different players have different needs. Some players want the full PUBG Mobile experience, with the richest content, all sorts of highest quality gameplays, and everything the game has to offer. For those players, PUBG Mobile will continue to be the best choice. But some players want to jump into battle faster, save more storage, and reduce the burden on their devices. That is why we are creating PUBG Mobile Lite. PUBG Mobile Lite is a lighter version of PUBG Mobile, built for players who want a faster and more flexible way to enter the battleground. The initial download is only around 1 GB on Android and under 2 GB on iOS. There is no extra mandatory package before your first match. Once the download is complete, you can load in and get straight into the battleground. We also made PUBG Mobile Lite more flexible. You can choose which extra modules to download based on how you like to play. At the same time, PUBG Mobile Lite is still connected to the PUBG Mobile experience. The classic Arango map, supplies, and core combat are designed to match PUBG Mobile, so the battle experience remains authentic and uncompromised. If you already have a PUBG Mobile account, you can log in with it on PUBG Mobile Lite. Your own items can carry over, so you can continue using the outfits you love. You can also team up with your friends on PUBG Mobile, so your squad can stay together with no social barrier. Going forward, PUBG Mobile Lite will stay updated alongside PUBG Mobile, so players can enjoy new content together. We are targeting an official launch PUBG Mobile Lite later this year. Please stay tuned for more updates, and you can pre-register in the store from August 25th. Whether you are discovering PUBG Mobile for the first time or returning to the battleground, we are excited to welcome you to PUBG Mobile Lite. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. See you on the battleground.
We will see you on the battleground. PUBG Mobile Lite pre-register August 25th. I'm excited for it, Max. I know you'll probably end up making a video about it on your Instagram, which is what? Remind me again?
It's Maxman Cast right now on Instagram. But no, I get comments. I'm not joking, Seven.
Yes.
Ed is going to be loving some more PUBG Mobile action.
100%. I'm excited for it. Hopefully you guys are. But I'm excited for the match that we just had here, because E-Arena definitely able to cross that threshold for
If they continue doing that, they still can do it.
especially when you have a player like IQ, the IGL of this
God
squad,
damn.
putting up the numbers, performing for this squad and clutching up. But we also got to talk about Notch and Red Force, because they were the winners of this match, Max, and they played that out perfectly, and I think they might have been able to also pass that threshold.
Yeah, like, of course, GG4 thrives, but Nongshim Red Force doing so much parkour in the city, swiping every other team under the rug, and actually they're trying to aim for
I see teams that might not be challenging for that first place, putting up great performances, and we saw that exactly out of Godlike. This squad came to play. This squad has absolutely nothing to lose. Plays, because they were going after elimination. Actually, before we even talk about Godlike, I want to see what the overall is looking like. Where the teams are currently standing, how far away some of the other teams are from there. Nox and Red Force is actually in first place with 123 points. Now we have two teams that are able to win in the next match.
Oh my goodness, by the way, E-Arena should also be colored, I'm pretty sure, because they are also in the Smash Zone. You just need to get above or tie 122 points. So if Nongshim Red Force or E-Arena now lays, get a chicken dinner, that's it, tournament over, and we will be crowning our champions.
I know, and it's so incredibly exciting because both of these teams, especially when it comes to